Once again, you already know what it is, and you already know where you have reached the number one collaborative professional wrestling podcast anywhere in the world. No, you cannot see my face. My computer is giving me a fit tonight. So just like John Cena, you can't see me, but you can definitely feel me and definitely hear me. My good friend and co-host Conrad Cushman is in the building, represent everything pro wrestling. Even though you can't see my handsome face, your boy Sean Hubbard of Hubbard Wrestling Weekly is in the building, man. Happy to be here. We rock and roll for once again, we're just doing our thing, man. And WrestleMania season, if you didn't think WrestleMania season was popping before, it definitely took an uptick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. I got to give the powers that be some credit over there. I'm not saying it's all come together. There's still a lot more work to be done. But so far, so good. I hope that this triple threat, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns rumor does not come to fruition. But, heel Cena, man. So with that being said, on behalf of my good friend Conrad Cushman, I'm Sean Hubbard. We're ready to rock and roll. So even though you can't see me, I'm here. Conrad's here. Conrad, drop that thing.
Ah, yes. It's a glorious day in the wrestling world, isn't it? You've got something to be happy for. I'm sure there's something to complain about. There's something out there for everyone. Welcome to Clash of the Podcast. This is episode 131. Consecutive weeks. Haven't dropped the ball.
Never.
Doing a good thing here, man. So we are out here crushing it. We got a lot to get into. Tonight's topics of conversation are going to deal with obviously any news that breaks earlier. We're going to be talking about the Elimination Chamber, giving our thoughts on all the matches. We are also going to be talking about what happened after the main event. You know what it is. John Cena and some are saying the best heel turn of all time. I want Sean to hold on to that, and that'll be another topic of discussion for you and everyone in the chat as well. We're going to be talking AEW Revolution, preview and predictions. If you are looking for a review of Revolution over here on Everything Pro Wrestling, it will not be happening because we're going to be doing that next week on Clash of the Podcast. That is what the base of the show will be. So make sure you guys show up and show some love for that. So that's where the review show will be, though, and we'll be having the discussions on here.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We got a lot of shout outs to get into. Let's get into this show. Big shout out to Joel. He jumps up to the top with a $2 super chat. Thank you. Joel, the best part of Monday.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Always love my friend. Thank you for that. XG Dub, first one in here tonight. What up, Clash fam? Excited about the Cena move and WWE 2K25. Let's go. I'll be listening from work. Appreciate you.
XG Dub, always a pleasure.
Doug in the house. Another Monday, another Clash. Conrad, Sean, chat, teach me.
You can't see me today, so I'm just going to say it out loud. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. I'm going to hit y'all with an even extra special Dougie next week when my camera works again.
I think I feel like this "You Can't See Me" is going to turn into a bit for tonight as well.
I think the "You Can't See Me" is definitely turning into something massive tonight.
Oh my goodness! Clown says, "Afternoon, everyone. If you haven't had the chance to watch it yet, go out of your way to watch ZSJ versus Fuego del Sol from GCW Saturday night. It is a masterpiece. Yes, GCW Coldest. You can watch it on Triller TV." Go over there and check it out, man. I thought that was a fantastic match. That is probably one of the best matches Fuego del Sol has had. I absolutely love it. I think someone needs to scoop this guy up. I don't care what company, and I'm being totally unbiased when I say this. Fuego has put in some work. He is so much better. If you haven't watched him in like 4 or 5 years, give this guy another chance. He's doing the DDT that Rey Mysterio did to Eddie Guerrero at Halloween Havoc that people are like, how did they do that?
Oh, yes.
Fuego has mastered it. So please go out of your way to watch it. And ZSJ, fantastic.
Nice. The only Vinny we like in the building says happy Monday. Here for the most anticipated Clash of the Podcast ever. God bless y'all. God bless you too, Vinny.
Quills
in the building says, "What's up, Conrad, Sean, and chat? It's your boy, Sir Quills. Back again to enjoy two of my favorite bros, CJ and Hubs, for episode 131 of the best wrestling podcast out today, Clash of the By God podcast. Hashtag EPW, hashtag HWW." And he goes on to say, Elimination Chamber was an 8 out of 10 show with some predictable yet intriguing moments. So it looks like Willie was somewhat impressed. Capped off with the heel turn heard around the world. Let's get into the review, no doubt.
Ray Thompson.
Always a pleasure. See him online. Always one of the best parts of my day, seeing him and his family. He says, "Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a great weekend." We hope you had a great weekend also, Ray.
Ray, I also want to send well wishes, man. I saw a Facebook post. I think you had put it up at some point today. Well wishes to your wife, man. I saw that she was going through some stuff, so just wanted to send you some love from me and Sean and everyone over here at Clash, man. Keep you in our thoughts and prayers, brother.
Prayers up for you and your family, Ray. Keep the faith. Everything's going to be all right in due time, but we're praying for you in the meantime. M. Leezy, Fo, Sheezy. Hello, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone had a good weekend. And let's kick the weekend off with the two aces of our pro wrestling community. M. Leezy, we appreciate you, my G.
Yo, thank you, Matt. Matt keeping me up to date on all the news. There's been a lot of wrestling video game news. I love it all, man. Thank you. And Clown and XG Dub, I see your comments. I promise we're going to get into this. I'm jumping around here to just try to catch up with everybody. Miracle says, "What up, everyone? What a night it was at the Elimination Chamber this past Saturday." Miracle. That's the fact, Jack. Like, interesting show. We're going to be talking about it. Thank you for being in here, man. I see you've been in the shows every week, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for it.
Miracle. Thank you, man.
Let me see here. MJB in the place to be said that Cena heel turn has to get some kind of award this year.
All I know is this, MJB, let's get it percolating, hollerating in this dancery. We appreciate you always. Hey, come on, everybody, get on down.
I feel like I was back in 01 when I heard that right there. Rob says, "Hub took that Cena turn to heart. You can't see me."
Yo, Rob, I kid you not. When I found out that my computer was jacked up and it wasn't going to be fixed till Thursday, the first thing that popped into my head was, this "you can't see me" thing is going to run rampant tonight, and that's exactly what's happening.
Yes. Matt also brought it from the GCW shows this weekend. ZSJ versus Mance Warner. Yes. Another good one. Deanna, what's going on?
Deanna in the building.
Representing the ladies in here. And here's Jocelyn as well on the Twitch side of things at EPW Show. Make sure you guys head on over and show us some love if you are on Twitch. This Monday is upon us. That means another week of wrestling is in discussion. Let's see what's up. Appreciate
all
you.
The single ladies, all the married ladies, all the single ladies, all the married ladies. Now put your hands up.
Halves, what's going on? He said, "Hi, did you get to see Undertaker 90? Is he from 95? Is he 95 Taker from 2K22? I did see the gray glove version of the Undertaker in 2K25. Lots of videos are dropping, Hubs. I don't know if you had a chance to check any of these out with like what's in the game and what's going on with it. So
I have. I'm pretty excited. I'm trying to keep a level head, Brother Conrad, but it does look promising.
Yeah, there's a lot happening with this, but looks really good. I saw some people upset that the model they were saying it looks like a ABA Taker, but we'll see, man. I'm waiting now. I'm at the point where I'm like, just give me the game at this point. Like we got 4 days, but we're ready for it. Let me see here. McKinney, thank you. He said, "Yo, I'm here to talk wrestle with the Fire live chat and my favorite two homies, Clash of the podcast, and to let y'all know it's a reason the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror."
Woo! Let's go. I like that, McKinney. That's beautiful, man. I like that.
McKinney always dropping some knowledge. Guy Will Gamble says, "Europe was good, everybody. Little kids everywhere gonna stop hustling, loyaling, and respecting."
John Cena's gonna have a Make-A-Wish, and he's gonna say, "You know what, kid? You're not gonna amount to anything. You're nothing. You're a nobody."
Ray, no need to thank us, but we appreciate you, man, and your family. So thank you.
Ray, you're a good guy. We're just giving love where it's due.
Let me see here. Ramos John says Cody really made Cena and Rock go heel in 1 year. Crazy. Look at Ramos. He's blaming Cody for it. I like this guy already. You get in here. You stay.
Ramos, I I appreciate you. And you know what? I'll say what you did not say because I love your point. I love where you were going with it. We need crazy heels because Cody has not lived up to the standard of being the babyface world champion. I said what I said.
Oh my goodness. Someone check on our truth. Cactus in the building. What's good, Cac? He says, walks in with a barbed wire covered chair. Hello, all. What's good, gentlemen? What's up? Jasim says, how's everybody doing? We are doing well, my friend. The embargo has been lifted and it's time to move on to 2K25. One thing I'm going to do is Obafemi versus Jacob Fatu. That's a Hoss match right there, brother. Hoss match. I love it, man. I think we got to everybody. Do me a favor if you're in here. Well, what?
Meet.
Big
Obafemi versus who?
Big Meat. Jacob Fatu, he said.
Meet. Pause.
Play. Now, we are ready. I think we're going to get this thing started. I think we touched on everybody. If you're in here, hit the like button for us real quick. Subscribe to the channel. If you're listening after the fact, like I said, please just throw like an emoji, something in the chat to let me know you watched. I don't care if it's a banana. Do whatever you want to do. All right? It don't matter. Just put something in there. I'll respond to it. Or leave me your thoughts on this whole thing if you have a bigger range of discussion for this. I
must ask you a question before we get into the main subject.
Go ahead.
And it's going to sound like me being a super homer right now. But just bear with me. All I'm saying is this. Did we not need, at that pay-per-view, a random Jey Uso entrance?
No.
No? Okay, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. No problem.
You got to save that energy, brother. They would have went crazy. We'll start from the top, and I know everyone's like, get into the Cena stuff. We're going to get into it, but we're going to just run through this.
We will not get to the Cena stuff first. Come on now. Be patient, y'all.
We kicked off things with the Women's Elimination Chamber. Going into this, Sean, I'll start it off. I'm going to say this. I thought that Liv Morgan was the MVP of the match. Like, I thought she really held it down and played all of her parts well. She took a beating in this as well. A beating.
The sign of a good heel is having me, Sean Hubbard, have to remind myself that she's just doing her job. Because Liv Morgan...
Hold on. We got to stop this for this. When someone does a $20 super chat, we got to stop it for this. MJB in the place to be. Thank you for a $20 super chat. Said, I'm a bit conflicted by the Cena retirement because it is the Boy Scout gimmick. He's retiring because it eventually was going stale. I know for some this turn was long past due and he couldn't go heel in 2012 because Brock, I don't know if you got cut off there, but let me know, MJB. I'll finish that thought once you're ready for it. But thank you for the super chat. Sean, go back to your point to finish.
Yeah, I just want to say at the end of the day, like, one thing that I have to say about Liv Morgan, I can't stand her, but it's a good way because what I have to do is literally remind myself, guys, that she's doing her job. Like, people like Liv Morgan annoy the crap out of me. But then I have to remind myself, yo, that's her job, and she's really good at it. So shout out to Liv Morgan for being one of the most annoying heels on Raw and doing a damn job. And doing a damn job.
She laughs like Mr. Dink if you're from our age frame.
But I gotta say this though. I gotta say this, and we'll get into this match next. Liv Morgan, I look at her one way as far as like, okay, you're annoying, but you're doing it because it's your job and you're doing it very well. Nia Jax just annoys me, period. Like, I don't look at Nia Jax like, oh, Nia Jax is just doing her job. She's a heel. She's supposed to act this way. Nia Jax just is annoying.
I'll save it when we get to that match because that's probably the match we're going to talk about the least, truthfully. Before this match could even start, Sean, Jade Cargill did make her way out to the chamber area. I don't know what's the best way to say it. The chamber area, and she walked in. Liv Morgan looked scared. She said it wasn't me, and then Naomi got beat. And I'm talking bad, bro. Bad.
Look, here's the thing. Am I happy that we got the reveal? Yes. But Conrad?
Was this a reveal?
Well, we're going to get into conspiracy theories about if somebody else was involved. Well, I'm with you. But let's just say, I don't like the way they did it, bro. I don't like the way they did it. I would have liked them to take it back to Shawn Michaels, Triple H, 2002. It's been 23 years, so it's been a long time. They could have revisited that. I would have liked to have seen a video package of Naomi attacking Jade. Now we're going to have to wait for SmackDown for Jade to come out and explain herself and Naomi to get healthy because Naomi's not going to be on TV for like 2 weeks. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I agree. I was telling, I think Rob this when I watched it. Chat, please feel free to throw your conspiracies in here and we'll read them at the end. But so going back at it and looking at it, right? Wouldn't you? So if you wanted people to be on Jade's side, you give the proof. That's what made Shawn Michaels justified in saying, Hunter, I'm going to come for you now. Now I'm going to beat you up for doing this. You didn't have a reason.
That's a great point, Conrad. Yes.
So I'm like, where are we going with this? So that was the key thing in my mind. Or were they not sure which way they wanted to lean into this? And Bianca in this, I did not like how Bianca was portrayed. She looked like, oh no, what are you screaming for? What? It felt like they were trying to go for a horror film type of reaction, but I didn't feel that way. I was like, what?
Okay, here we go, Conrad. I agree with you in the way it was done. I disagree with you in that it shouldn't have been done. What do I mean by that? Bianca put a little bit too much sauce on that reaction. But she was supposed to be surprised, though. And she was supposed to be shocked. And she was supposed to be horrified. She just did it too much where it got corny at the end. No?
Right. Well, and here's the thing. If Jade wanted to jump her, why didn't she just get her before she got into the pod?
Well, maybe Jade didn't arrive. Obviously, spitballing. Maybe Jade didn't arrive to the building until after the chamber, pods were already locked. She was getting out of her stretch limousine. I'm being silly right now, but listen, Bianca was doing too much. But I understand the premise of what Bianca was doing. Bianca was shocked that one friend was attacking another.
Okay.
I mean, how else was she supposed to? Again, it was corny the way it was executed.
That's what I'm saying. It was overdone, I think, a little bit.
Oh, yeah, she put way too much sauce on that, bro.
Yeah, but listen, can we be honest? That's WWE's MO with everything. Here's a WrestleMania announcement, pyro. Bro, you could have just said it. It would have been just fine. Yes, I'm happy, cool, you're coming back here. But that's what they do. That's what they're in the business of, to entertain.
Yes, sir.
I love it. People are just out here going in.
I will say this though. Naomi beat her. Jade beat her like she stole something.
Yeah, Matt said she got mollywopped.
Yes, she did. And that's why we're going to – I would think it would be safe to say that Naomi will be off TV for 2 weeks.
I would hope.
Yeah.
If I see her on SmackDown, I'm just going to shake my head. But
yeah, exactly.
It's fine. Whatever they do, they do.
You know what I would accept, bro? You know what I would accept? Live from the hospital.
It was you, Jade.
or better yet, imagine. I wish y'all could see my face, but obviously, my camera's jacked up. I'll see y'all face to face next week, guys. But listen, just imagine me doing this. Naomi's in the hospital bed, and Naomi's tied up to all kind of stuff that she really wouldn't need in real life. She's tied up to an IV, and her legs are up, and she has a neck brace on, and she says, I wasn't the one who thought of this. And then she kind of falls asleep. And then we're all left to wonder, who is she talking about? I'm on my own. Against the law.
See, oh, man. But this goes into how you laid out the show, too. I don't know. There's
Conrad,
a lot.
give it to me, Conrad. Do we leave it where Naomi? Because Naomi doing this puts her in a main event spot. Having Bianca be the Triple H to the Rikishi thing just elevates Bianca more. And what does that do for Naomi?
Right. This is very awkward, and I feel like they left it ambiguous so that people could kind of come to their own conclusions and they can explain it later based on everything else they were going to do that night.
My brother, I don't think so at all. I mean, it's clear that Jade was attacked by Naomi, and Jade attacked Naomi. The only thing that's in question is Bianca put her up to it? Because think about this, bro, and this is me piggybacking off of your point. If Jade knew that Bianca was involved, she would have attacked Bianca too.
I just hope that they don't say like Bianca texts Jade and told her what happened, and then they don't reveal it until later. It's like, come on, man. Someone should say something in the upcoming 50 days that's a piece of it. So I don't know. To me, you got to be very careful in how you're telling this and who do you want to elevate, because to me, Naomi should come out of this a little notch above, but you're also trying to push Jade, and we won't get through it. So
Conrad Cushman, scale of 1 to 10, how did you like the Jade beatdown of Naomi in storyline performance?
6.8.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm leaning towards a 7.
I would give it like a 7.5.
I love the intensity. I just question the stuff that we had mentioned before, like why was Bianca overdoing this? Why didn't you show a video of Jade's the face? Like you could have solidified me, like, oh, Jade's the face in this. It's over. Like beat her down. Like I felt bad for Naomi in a way. Is that weird to say? Like I was like, oh, is she the one who did it, or are you just accusing her?
What you're saying, let me tell you how on the money you are. I felt sorry for Naomi too. But the problem is, Conrad, we're not supposed to. That's how we know that they didn't do this right.
Right. Like if you would have gave me more, I would know how to feel better. But instead, I'm kind of like drawing my own conclusions, and I'm like, I could see if you're going this way, okay, but if you're not, then I'm gonna say like, well, then I don't like where I'm drawing my own conclusions, and then I'm gonna be made to either feel bad or you were absolutely right about it.
Conrad, look at me. All they had to do, I know it's impossible today. All they had to do was like some GTV type stuff. Obviously, GTV doesn't exist. They should have revealed it on the big screen. Easily,
and I think that would have been the way to do it.
Check it out, bro. Check it out. Let me paint this picture for you. Jade walks out, and then Jade slowly turns around and looks at the Tron, and then they play the footage.
They could have just done that, but they didn't go with it
because, bro. Technically, we don't know if Naomi did it.
We're still sitting here wondering, and I don't know what shows people like. This is probably going to be a SmackDown feud, I would guess.
I would think so.
I don't know. Like I said, the whole. By the way, there's a draft. I don't know if I sent that to you, Sean. I saw rumors there may be a draft after WrestleMania. If you as fans do not boo this, I'm going to be so disappointed when they say it's time to shake things. I better hear. But do not even believe this. It's over, bro. Like, just do whatever you're gonna do. Pretend like this portal thing is just whatever.
It's completely bogus. But to answer the question from earlier, Jade, I don't know. Naomi, I don't know. But Bianca is gonna be entrenched in Raw for the next 6 weeks.
Right. Cactus says that he hated it. He wishes it was they could have waited. Making it either Jade Naomi or Jade Bianca. I hear you. Miracle said that he witnessed a travesty. Jade assaulted Naomi in front of me. Wow. Liv is such a nice person. She's been killing it as a heel. No, Liv was great in that match. Her and Bianca crushed it. And in the end, Bianca is the one who won. She ended up getting the victory over Liv. And I think Liv Morgan set herself up for a WrestleMania match. I'm going to get into that later. I'll tell you, I got a list that somebody put out a list, Sean, and I promise you the list is exactly how I think WrestleMania is going to go.
Okay. Well, I hope that you somehow can find a way for us to avoid that ridiculous triple threat that looks like it's on the horizon.
I didn't say it was matches I like. It's matches that I think are going to happen.
There you go.
Liv Morgan is great in gimmick matches. I don't think she's the best in singles matches, but her character and gimmick works great. Quills is saying women's elimination chamber match 8 out of 10. Jade attacks Naomi. Liv Morgan shines. Most importantly, Bianca overcomes being distraught to persevere and get the win. Liv went above and beyond in the chamber match, especially when she was yelling at Bianca about not being the one who attacked Jade. Love it. MJB said, oh no, I was just alluding to the fact that maybe it's just a gimmick or he's retiring or it's the character as a whole. EP Dub. I appreciate you, MJB. Thank you again, though.
No doubt.
Matt Lopez says Jade beat Naomi. Yo, wild statement, Matt. I can't even read the rest of that.
Wow.
Jade looked like money. You saw it. Refs and staff are the true heels, never closing the door to the chamber when it should be closed. Yeah, more on that in a little. Naomi was framed, somebody said.
No, but listen, I'll be honest with you. I love that perspective, but you got to admit, bro, if this turns out that it wasn't Jade, I'm going to be so disappointed. I mean, excuse me, I'm sorry. If it turns out it wasn't Naomi and this whole thing was pointless, I'm going to be so. But my only thing, bro, is this. Jade has to know it was Naomi if she beat her up, right?
You would hope.
Well, I need you to speculate. You're a smart guy, my brother. I need you to speculate with me and explain to me how and why that there could be any other culprit than Naomi if Jade beat her up. Like, there's no other explanation, right?
Bro, a swerve for the sake of a swerve could happen because people do stuff like that. And I said, bro, for a reason.
Oh, man, what justification would she have for beating up Naomi?
Listen, if I'm Naomi, I would say I want this because it'll change her character. The glow thing, I mean, we know where it's at in their eyes, right? Like,
well, here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing, and I'm sure you'll agree with this, my friend. Naomi getting her butt kicked by Jade doesn't enhance her character at all. What should have happened was, that's why I'm going to actually reference something that I referenced earlier. It really should have been Triple H Shawn Michaels. I wanted to see Naomi say, "You're darn right it was me, Jade." I wanted that, bro. I wanted that.
Right, but
Jade beat the snot out of her.
I think we're on the same page with this, Sean.
Yeah,
as much as it sounds like we might not be. Like, why didn't you solidify the heel turn or the baby face? Like, you didn't solidify these things. But maybe it's meant to give us TV. So I'm open still. I'm just saying. Yeah. In the heat of the moment, if you were like, Kyra, did you like that? It was all right, but and I would hit you with the stuff we're talking about.
Yeah, but Rob we knew for sure Bianca was doing too much.
Rob got jokes here. He said, had Bianca looking like B-Rabbit's little sister when the free world jumped him. That's an 8 Mile reference for those who don't know. Looking like Chibs when they split Opie's wig in jail. Wow. If you've never seen Sons, that's actually a very sad scene where with the pounding on, like you can't do anything. Like it's the worst feeling in the world to know you can't do anything to help someone. I knew Jade was going to come back and get revenge, but I'll leave it at that. Okay. Miracle said, great point about showing the proof, Conrad. That's what I'm saying. Bianca wanted you to woe with her, but a different woe from Cody's voice.
Wow.
Bianca was overselling. They said Bianca is emotionally distraught when she won it, made it super special.
Oh,
Belair was freaking out because she did it and got her friend beat down because of it. But now, so then what's stopping Jade from ruining her WrestleMania moment?
Well, that's true. But again, was Bianca involved? Yeah or nay?
It's a good question. Bianca walked out, though, and she got the win, and I loved it. Rhea Ripley came out for the face-off, and then they said, no, don't forget, tonight on Raw, we got Io Sky taking on Rhea Ripley. So
triple threat.
Yes. And when I get mad about the women's division in WWE, I want people to just hear me out with this. I get frustrated more so than anything. Why am I frustrated? It's very simple. Like, why we have all these great matches and I'm not saying that, well, this is going to sound bad, in your chamber. Like, you have them there. They're in your reserve. But You're not giving them to us. And instead we get matches like me and Sean when we started the Snap Famous. Like we get that instead. And I'm like, you've never done this. It's there for you. And I get it. You want to wait for these special moments. And that's why I'm like, WWE's women's division, when people are like, oh, it's cooked, they don't use them right. I don't think that's fully true. I will agree partially with they don't use them right. It's they try to stretch this like turkey meat for your school lunch turkey meat, if that makes sense. Like you're trying to chop it up and serve it again the next day, open face turkey sandwich, you know? Like, come on, fam. That's just me on this, but
you're not wrong at all, bro.
Are you good on this? Can we move forward?
I'm good. I just want Bianca to have her moment, and I want Rhea and her to tear the house down.
Let me see here. Deanna said, I wonder if they're going to save the video for Monday because Jade came down and took down Naomi. Next is Bianca. But I want to say I took you out for me and you. I can't carry both of us. Could be. Looking like Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar. Don't let me leave. Yo. I hated that whole angle of Jada Bianca could give us one more year of them. Cool. Now they're going to break the sisters up. So he's not feeling it. He's not feeling them getting rid of them.
Unless, Bianca and Naomi were in it together.
Could be, but it seems like you're already branching her into something else. But we'll see. Like McKinney says right here, patience, Grasshopper. It was done well. We're going to get about 4 weeks of storyline. It can only get better. It could get worse too.
She's on her own against the wall.
Chill. Jaomi did to Naomi what Kurt Hennig did to Ric Flair in War Games. That's a good reference.
He beat him like he stole something with that cage door.
Let me see here. Jocelyn said, I've seen the clip. My perspective is there is nothing creative for women in wrestling, mainly WWE and AEW, other than to turn on one another. I want more.
I respect that opinion.
I do. I think AEW's trying with I saw some undercard feuds on Collision. They're trying. I hope that these in WWE's land, I hope that the women's Intercontinental, they start getting a little more shine with those championships. They've kind of been dormant a little bit, in my opinion.
Well, I agree with you because at this rate, you can almost predict that the United States Women's Championship and the Intercontinental Women's Championship will not be a part of WrestleMania.
Right? Hashtag boo the draft. I like it. BJ, what's good, brother? Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Monday, y'all. Good to see/hear you guys.
What up, man? What up?
I'm trying to get through these. I'm going to just pull these up and put them up, man. Sean, set the stage for us here with this tag match.
Well, you got a situation where Trish Stratus, 49 years old, looking 29, God bless her. Toronto's own.
Made me a man.
Oh, boy. Toronto's own. And this is called giving Tiffany Stratton the rub. The problem is, I don't think another Nia Jax, Candice LeRae situation is what Tiffany Stratton needed for this last PLE pay-per-view before WrestleMania. I'm all about nostalgia. Y'all know I like nostalgia. I respect Trish Stratus. I think she was kind of over the top, 25 with the Maple Leaf. All right, we get it. But she is a legend. And Tiffany Stratton is a future legend. You knew that Tiffy and Trish were going to win. But to me, it fell flat, Conrad. That's where I'm at with it.
I think they were in a bad spot, too. I'm going to be honest. There goes Trish. Hello. Trish still got it, man. Still got it. I think she still just delivers in the ring for someone who doesn't regularly wrestle. I don't know how she stays in ring shape. She must have a ring near her or something, but she did great.
Trish Stratus was a fitness model before she wrestled.
Absolutely, but in ring shape is different, man. I'm just
You're right.
She looks like she could go still. Tiffany Stratton, fantastic as usual. She pinned Nia in this though, and I questioned that. She wins off this moonsault here. Why did we do that? Now I don't care if Nia wants a title shot. You got pinned.
Well,
again.
To me, if there's anything that makes sense right now, Nia Jax should be out of the women's championship picture. I mean, at least for now, at least through WrestleMania season.
I still think they're going to give her the title shot, though. I mean, you need television to build up to
title shot. What, on SmackDown?
Yeah, I think they're going to give her some title shot on SmackDown just in the build up to this. But
you know what? I love your perspective, bro, and you're probably right, but I do not like that idea.
I didn't say it because I like it. I'm just telling you, that's what I think is going to happen, though.
Right.
Yeah, looking at this, the right people went over. They did what they had to do. I'm not mad at it. It was Trish in Toronto. You knew the writing was on the wall. Yeah, I just think that they did the best that they could, and That's what they had to do. You know what? Like, their match didn't have the juice behind it because it doesn't involve the WrestleMania opponents. It was a tag match. Trish was there, hometown hero, like you said, and that's what it was. I'm not mad at it. I don't think that they did poor in their performance either. I thought that was solid, and they did good. Like, I can't really.
It was a serviceable match.
Right? Shout out to E in the chat and Joe Compton, who have also joined us. Thank you, guys, man. Thank you.
Compton, what up? Dope.
Hit that like for us. Hit that like, man. Quill said that Trish and Tiffany, Nia Candace, 7 out of 10. No disrespect to Trish Stratus, but I really didn't care about this match, even though Trish did look good. But why did Trish not get the pin in her hometown? It would serve no purpose for Trish, Quills. The match was really meant to push Tiffany up the ladder a little bit, to view her as higher than where she's been with the championship. They're trying to elevate her quickly for this match with Charlotte to get the maximum amount of eyes on it.
And I'm very happy we didn't see a slow saunter to the ring by Charlotte Flair once again.
Sean, how you feel about this? Joe Compton says put Nia in the women's U.S. title division, let her feud with Chelsea for a while.
I'm cool with that.
I think that would be a good spot for her for right now, or even the women's tag again.
I'm cool with that. I just think the world title should be out of the question right now. But U.S. title, that's why you have a United States and Intercontinental champion for moments just like this.
Right? Let me see. Jassim says, one thing every wrestler has to do, do you have to go check out your opponent, make sure they're okay as part of the storyline? Yeah, they had a couple moments in here where they were checking on each other. I don't know if that annoyed you or what, but yeah, the match was to boost Tiffany. I agree.
Yeah, it was all about Tiffany getting ready for WrestleMania. That's all that was.
Yeah. Yeah, they tried Billy Starks with Trish, and that fell apart. What do you mean, Deanna? Educate me on that one. Unfortunately, this was the match I was least interested in. They should have been on SmackDown, and the Io Rhea match should have been in its place. And McKinney right there, what you just said, is why me and Sean get mad about the 5-match cards.
Yes, sir.
Because when you do that, you're telling me sometimes you're not getting the best match, but you've upcharged this ticket.
That sounds like a good idea.
It's name of the show. Name of the show or whatnot, right? Let's move on. It's an unsanctioned match. I don't know how it got a graphic, but it's unsanctioned, folks. And we had Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. They came out in the referees didn't wear their shirts. They dimmed all the lights in the arena. I wonder where they got this idea from. Not going to even get into that, though. But I thought that this was actually well done for WWE standards.
I agree. Look, I predicted that this match would be good. So I'm not mad at the result. I just have concerns about where Sami goes from here as it relates to WrestleMania. Because we all know it's going to be KO versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Where does Sami end up? That's the problem.
Yeah, that was my question immediately after all this. Basically, this match was they brawled all around the arena. We saw people getting put through tables, all those beer cans and empty cups happening. We got Sami using a barbed wire steel chair. Hopefully these are things that people will get in the game in the future. I saw people asking for this stuff. Tables getting broken, blue thunder bombs. Ended with, once again, Kevin Owens' famous move to Sami Zayn, power bombing him on the apron and taking him out.
Twice.
Yeah, he brutal. Sami Zayn is one of the best sellers. Like, I know people get mad, and I stick up for Sami more than Sean. I probably stick up for Nia more than Sean wants me to, too.
Well,
but
I'm coming around as it relates to Sami.
Sami Zayn is one of the best. This is why I didn't think him as heel would work, because I'm like, he's such a good seller. He reminds me, Rey Mysterio is another one that's just like this. They're such good sellers that I'm like, I feel bad for them watching them get beat up.
Well, look, Brother Conrad, I'm coming around when it comes to Sami Zayn. I'm seeing his value now. I do not like Nia Jax.
Yeah, that ship I think I have given up on to try to get you to believe in that. But afterwards, Randy Orton makes his long-awaited return after Kevin Owens is threatening to brutalize Sami Zayn even more. And Randy Orton comes back, delivers an RKO. Everyone's trying to split this up. And Randy's got Kevin down. And we know what this usually means.
Oh, yeah.
It's punt time. He threw away the chair because this punt kick's more protected than a chair shot to the back. He goes into the corner, and as soon as he's about to do it, of course, security and officials stop the good guy from doing something. And this is your match for WrestleMania: Randy Orton, Kevin Owens.
May I give you a side bit of information that I look to get some insight from you about?
Go ahead.
I don't understand why Randy Orton, and for that matter, Jade Cargill, are in wrestling gear when they're doing a run-in. I know that sounds very, I don't know, nitpicky, but to me, it takes away from the authenticity of it, right? Randy Orton should have been coming from his car in street clothes. Jade Cargill should have been coming from her car, coming through the stands in her street clothes. Why are we having them in their wrestling gear doing a run-in?
Yeah, I mean, then they're going to have to wear a plain black shirt. You know what I mean? It's not like the old days where it's like, yeah, Sandman, you can wear your Budweiser shirt out there. They don't want that stuff anymore. So they're very like, you know what I mean? Wear your gear.
All right, fair enough. I just think it takes away from the authenticity.
Well, no, and I think that does too. When you wear, like, if it's supposed to be like, I hate using all the wrestling terms right now. If it's supposed to feel like a click, if it's supposed to feel like this is real, you shouldn't be in your wrestling shirt. You should be in regular street clothes. And I mean 100% regular street clothes. Like, not, I'm going to wear my wrestling shirt and then I'll go out there. Wrestling shirt means it feels like it's, part of the show.
I got you.
Yeah. It's also like hitting.
Like I said, it's a little bit nitpicky on my part. I don't know. It's just me.
No, it's fine. This pay-per-view sounds like it was one of the ones that he got cut off there for that. Pay-per-views need 6 matches minimum. I kind of agree with Vinny. Like, you need more matches on the card, in my opinion, to at least satisfy the undercard.
The only Vinny we like, I agree with you completely.
This was only a 4-match card. Actually, 4-match cards now. Shaking my head. Yeah.
Wow. You're talking about changing the fans.
Yeah. Rob, classic line right there from a rap song. That is true. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
There you go.
I like the unsanctioned match, but it felt like WWE's and barbed wire chair that needed to be blood. Yeah, you should have probably had that in there a little bit. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will forever be good. For those who like going back and watching things, go watch them in Ring of Honor as El Generico and Kevin Steen. Sorry to spoil it, but there's a joke, though, forever you'll be a part of if you get the El Generico joke when you type in what happened to him. But, dude, like, go watch they've always been good. You can always go back to that feud when you need a match. It's the feud, like I said, it's like Rock Triple H, Stone Cold and Vince.
To your point, that's exactly what WWE's been doing.
Yeah, when it's time, it's time. And look at this. KO Randy on Sunday Night Heat before the show, hopefully. No, that's going to be the match, man. I don't think Sammy has a Mania match. I do, but you guys aren't going to like it. Well, we're here now, right? Might as well. I think it's Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross.
Oh, God.
Yep.
I think we need a ladder and we need an Intercontinental belt above it.
McKinney enjoyed the match. He loved how Sammy was selling. Sammy can sell. Owens, this is Quills. Owens versus Zayn, 8 out of 10. Violence upon violence, absolutely carnage, unnecessary ref bumps, and wrong man won. Could have gave Zayn the win here.
Respectfully speaking, bro, I don't care how good Sammy can sell. You know why? Because that ring apron is hard. And I do not like that move, bro. I love Kevin Owens. I like Sami Zayn. That's dangerous, bro. Somebody's gonna slip a disc. Somebody's gonna bust a freaking a back muscle or something, bro. That's dangerous, bro.
I was just singing dangerous when you said that. Sorry. Yeah. It's the hardest part of the ring, Sean.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, Sammy must know what he's doing, and Kevin must know how to give it. But wow. Yo,
big shout out to my guy Delay Gratz. He said, "Hey, everything pro wrestling at Hubs, disembodied voice." I love it. He'll be back next week, Delay Gratz. It's perfect. You can't see him. The whole purpose of this show.
Me?
I'll never understand the purpose of wearing ring gear. I think with Randy Orton, it's a joke at this point. He looks weird in anything else. It's not like the Evolution days where he could get away with like the dress pants. Now he just looks weird in everything. So
Evolution is a mystery.
By the way, that theme's in 2K25.
What?
Yeah, they put it in. That and DX are finally back in.
What? Well, you just made my day, Conrad Cushman.
There you go. McKinney, that's exactly what I was thinking of. If Pat can run around in his gear all day, I'm cool with it. Maybe they had it. Randy was doing it first. Like the joke was always Randy's wearing his gear. Punk's another one that they never really let like not wear his gear. So it looks weird when he's in like shorts and then he comes out in his kick pads and stuff. Orton was trying to do that too, but
but Punk comes out. I mean, he's wearing his shirt, but he's wearing jeans and sneakers.
No, now he does that. But there was a time before where it was like, does this dude ever wear regular clothes? Like people had pictures of him in regular clothes, but they never let him do it.
Okay, gotcha.
Let me see here. Pose a security guard. Sami Zayn carrying Cross as a regular TV match and not even a good one. Delay grads. Listen, I don't like it either, brother. Trust me. I'm sure Sami doesn't either.
You know what? I'm never somebody, Conrad, you know this, chat, you know this. I'm never one to try and take food off of somebody's table. But let's be Karrion Kross does not deserve a WrestleMania match. Let's call a spade, bro. Maybe the pre-show, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
They don't do pre-show matches even, man.
Okay.
CJ, sell me on this Raw match. Why would I be excited about KO and Orton? I thought WWE's never been hotter. This is an all-in quality match. They've put Randy and Kevin in this upper echelon, and this is more like the upper, I won't say mid-card, upper, like you can go between the main event and the mid-cards very easily, and they wanted to give them a match, and the way they're selling it is, Randy, you're facing Kevin Owens. He's one of the hottest people on the show. What's the problem here? Kevin, you're facing the legend, Randy Orton. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. You have an issue with it? It's the same way they got Punk into it at WrestleMania 27 is what I put it to. Like, Punk, I know you're upset that Miz is in that spot, but you're facing Randy Orton, dude. Like, look at it.
Yeah,
and it's the
a little dry after a while.
Take the okie doke. Like that's what they're selling you on sometimes with it. So that's, if you don't believe in that, then I'm not going to sell you on the match. Like there's no way to.
You're talking right, brother.
Yeah. Renegade, to get you more involved, Orton using the punt kick. They key in on that. Yeah, that's Orton's selling point. Usually when he's in this type of match where he's positioned like this, it is you're in this. So let's get to the main event real quick here. It was the men's chamber match. Winner goes on to face Cody Rhodes, if you will, Daddy.
Cody Rhodes, if you will, babies.
That's for the Stinger. That's for Luger. It's not for you, Daddy.
Oh, that's for you, Daddy. Yeah, babies. Babies.
They were out here doing this. Listen, me and Sean, I told you, we could have circled the half of this that wasn't winning this instantly. We knew,
of course.
Logan Paul, out. Damian Priest, out. Drew McIntyre, probably out. And guess what? They're all pretty much eliminated first. Drew gets hit with a roll-up. He's out and loses after he talked all that crazy mess. Priest was the one who got the pin, so it's probably going to be Drew and Priest, and they're going to tell the story of you cashed in on me last year. I'm not mad at it. Once again, though, it feels like what we were just saying with, I don't know. I think Drew deserves a little bit better for the year he had, but
I'll take it a step further. I think Drew deserves better, and I think Damian Priest deserves better.
You could have found something, I think, more intriguing for both of them to do, but
bro, can we elevate the Intercontinental and the United States Championship, please? Like, who is Braun Breaker feuding with right now?
More on that in a minute. I think that'll be another talking point for some, and that's the one match, like I said, on that list where I'm like, I've got some reservations about some of this. CM Punk and John Cena were in there. We got to see a little bit of their magic, maybe a little bit slower, but I still see magic between them and how they sell for each other and work with each other.
That picture looks very awkward.
Absolutely. John Cena looks like he's having way too much fun there too. Like he looks like he wants to laugh versus Punk is like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's a little awkward, guys.
And right when you think it all has everything set up, Seth Rollins is pinned by Punk. He is out. Camera work. Can't beat it. You think Seth's out. The chamber door is still open if you're looking. Punk rolls out to the outside. Seth Rollins curb stomps him onto the padded area on the outside, but it's still a curb stomp. Punk is out. Cena drags his lifeless body into the middle of the ring.
Like a heel.
Well, he was just being an opportunist at this point. He was like, well, and Punk is sitting there, and he actually locks this in way better than he did ever before, because that used to annoy me. and I'm going to show you on screen real quick. When I see this,
Uh-huh.
that doesn't look painful. Doing that to someone, the STF, like, no, you need to lock that in. You better watch some Chono videos, brothers.
Right, bro.
Like, put that lock in and hold it. Take him out. And Cena ends up winning. Punk passes out. He can't take the pain anymore. Game over. GG. It's what it is, man. Like, John Cena's going, and they don't waste any time. They hit the music. Here comes Cody. It better run away. Take my freedom away.
Oh, please stop.
And it's the I love you, brother handshake. And they're getting into it. They're doing the thing. And then here comes the final boss. All right, we got to speed this up now, Sean. The black is hot. The black is hot.
Oh, God. And by the way, one more thing, Conrad. I wish you guys could see my face. Chat, I wish you guys could see my face. Stop freaking telling me Travis Scott is going to perform at a pay-per-view. That is not a freaking performance.
Yo, they got everybody again on that.
That's the second time they've done that stupid crap.
Thought you were getting a concert? You getting that loud pack of Travis Scott coming to the ring.
And by the way, shout out to Travis Scott, and I don't mean that in a good way. You need to learn the product, bro, because you suck.
Joel, what's good? We'll get into that in a second.
He slapped.
Let me see.
Oh God.
Yeah, thank you. Clown did bring up a good point. At least Priest isn't having a match with anyone from Judgment Day. Thank goodness.
Fair enough.
Ball spot forever. Y'all leave Cena alone, man. Y'all leave Cena alone. Look at LOL Cena's face in that graphic. Yeah, Seth is petty, King petty for doing that to Punk. What he did here.
All right.
Go ahead.
Is this finally, because we've seen Seth Rollins do stuff over the past year that should have made the fans turn on him. Have we finally gotten to the point where Seth Rollins is now a heel?
I don't know yet. I think we'll find out tonight.
Yeah.
I'm booing him. Yo, when CM Punk called that man an oven man, it's over for those outfits. It's over. They called this man hamburger helper, bro. It's over.
It's called character. What's the word? Character building.
Time to get serious, Seth. That's what I say. Quill said 8 out of 10 match. The final 3 had a good final stanza for their match, finisher spot between Cena and Rollins. I'm getting back to the Rock stuff here in 1 second. We were getting loaded with comments. Delayed Grant says, pause on that Cena Punk photo for real. Anyhow, heel Cena opens up a Punk feud after Cena hopefully beats Cody. Chris, what's good? Appreciate you. She says Cena's facial expressions were amazing. Cena learned from Edge opportunist ways. I was loving how you could hear them talking crap to each other from inside the chambers when Rollins stomped Punk. And Cena put him in the STF, and it was saying, I'm sorry. Yeah, Cena was saying sorry when he locked Punk into it.
I mean, typical. I mean, he kept it going until the very end.
Yo, James is a fool. Travis Scott, black representation. Yeah, shout out to WWE for not saying anything during Black History Month. Appreciate that.
Yeah, facts.
And James said, fiend.
Oh, God.
James got jokes tonight. I'm trying to jump around. Let me see here. Cena's face. Nah, it was Fiend interlude. Yeah, I did see Drake on the outside. Yeah, what's good, Pro Wrestler Shoot? Appreciate you guys.
Yo, I'm proud of you, dog. I see what you're doing, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I definitely just tried to double up on something there. Deleting those. Make sure you guys show some love to Pro Wrestler Shoot. They've got a lot of WWE 2K25 exclusive footage coming out on their channel, and I think they're going live tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Keep your eyes peeled on their channel for new stuff, though. Going back to The Rock, though. Final boss is coming out. Cody's in the ring with John. They had a golly old good time, and they're talking like, I've wanted this match. And Rock says, it's time to make your decision, Cody.
Oh, God.
Cody, my boy, I got you this weight belt. You can have it all. You could have the world right now. Cody gets on the mic, and this was probably the most like AEW felt thing. And I said this to someone. I feel like Punk and Cody felt better in AEW, and I still feel that way 100%. I don't care what anyone says. I felt they were more authentic versions of themselves in AEW, but this was the best.
I would agree with that.
This was the best thing I felt Cody did here. Felt like the old Cody, where he got into his character. Rock offered him the stuff, and he sounds like, my soul belongs to someone, to these people, to this ring, and everybody cheers for him. And he tells Rock, go F yourself, uncensored, no other way to say it. Like, they didn't bleep it out, but you're bleeping out the fans. So hopefully they're not going to catch some heat from Peacock for that. But Cody says it, and Rock is like, oh, really? And everyone's like, yeah, Cody, yeah, big up him, dog. Cena slaps him up. He's like, dap me up, homie. Respect that you did it. And then we saw this look.
Oh, boy.
We saw the look on his face, Sean. And I knew all you heard was, no. And when Rock did the finger across the throat, and then he did the countdown on his hand, they beat the mess out of Cody Rhodes badly. Choked him with a tie. Cut him above the eye. Beating him with the Rolex. Shout out to Michael Cole. Not brass knuckles. It was a Rolex watch he was hitting him with.
I bet if he saved him.
Yeah. Pat, we'll talk about that off air. I got words for him too. But
okay.
Yeah, he puts a beat down on him, bro. They whip him. Travis Scott punched Cody Rhodes in the face. Like, I'm not even kidding. He punched Cody Rhodes in the face.
But see, that's the problem, bro. Like, I don't like that. You have to prep these guys and let them know what they can do and what they can't. That's inappropriate. I know that may sound like I'm being a grandpa right now, but you know what? If you don't,
Cody might have told him to hit him too. Cody's crazy like that.
Yeah, but he slapped the crap. That was ridiculous.
Oh, that was a snuff punch for sure.
Yeah.
I just, fam. So Cody got whipped. He got his shirt taken off of him. John Cena standing on someone's head, and he does not care. Like, look at this man. And I think that this is smarter than we all think. So they put the beat down on, and I'm getting everyone's chiming in. I love it. So this is going to be a little nice, solid talking point here for us. And I promise we're going to get in a revolution after this. But this is the Cena part now. So you see these guys in the ring. People are saying this feels NWO-esque. You've got Travis Scott, The Rock, John Cena. Yo, he hit him with the belt. Sean, you could hear it.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, did Cody tell these guys to like really beat him up and sell this?
It seemed like there was some realness to it. But I don't think I've ever respected John Cena more.
This guy here.
I mean, I am so proud of him. Like, first of all, Cody deserves anything he gets. All right, that's number one. Cody deserves anything he gets. But secondly, John Cena, I understand. Okay, let me break this thing down. My logic about John Cena turning heel had a lot to do with wrestling, but it also had to do with outside the ring. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is John Cena is on his farewell tour. And when John Cena announced that he was on his farewell tour, immediately him turning heel popped into my head. Now, did I think it was going to happen? Probably not. But it popped into my head. And the reason why it popped into my head is because there are no more make-a-wish wishes. There are no more worrying about T-shirt sales and little snot-nosed kids chanting your name. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm leaving. I am on my farewell tour. I'm going into retirement. I'm a movie star now. So you know what? I'm going to give the fans, and let's call them a spade, I'm going to give the fans what they've been wanting for at least 15 years. And he delivered, Conrad. John Cena delivered in that moment, period.
We got a $5 super chat in. MJB in the place to be was like, I got to interfere in this. And he said, to be fair, Cena was supposed to go heel back in 2012, except, what is this? Except back then they returned. Brock returned back then, which I agreed with the whole legitimate thing Laurinaitis did. Interesting with that MJB. I I don't know though. Like the heel turn back then, I think could have still worked at the time. I don't know if you felt that same way, Hubs. Like I'm sure you've heard the same story that we're talking about here.
Yeah, and I think a lot that has to do with it is the fact that he was Mr. Make-A-Wish and Mr. T-shirt sales, and all the kids love him. They backed off of that because they knew the ramifications of what that would mean to John Cena's marketability.
I think that this works for a multitude of reasons.
Fantastic. Anybody who's mad that John Cena turned heel on Saturday is just lost in their fandom.
No. I did appreciate I did appreciate some of the younger kids and the younger generation crying about it. Oh. I know you saw some of our friends, mutuals probably, on TikTok reacting, and they were like, I can't believe this. This guy was my childhood. I was smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah. He was your child. You're a grown man now. Shut up.
Cody took a beat. Look at his face right there, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I respect Cody for taking that beating. If he told them that, he took it, all the way. So hats off to Cody Rhodes for selling this, making it look right. It was well done, man. And I know that who said something in here before? Hold on, I got to jump back to the live chat. I am so sorry. Yes, I did see that he was burning the sage miracle. I don't know what they were doing.
Yes.
He had no business being in the ring, but it was akin to Rodman back in the day.
Yeah,
right.
It was stupid.
Yeah, you got to stop doing that because you're gonna get someone in trouble. If you pass someone that, and it's what I said with the Jey Uso thing. If you're gonna pass someone that, bro, you're putting them in a bad position. What would a babyface do? What would the heel do? So it's Cena have been apologizing to Punk because Punk is a heel too. Oh, interesting. Shout out to Pro Wrestler Shoot asking how everyone's doing. Break a Wish coming soon. He did do Make a Wishes right before this show too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Independent versus under the Disney umbrella, he says. In regards to my comments, does Cody keep the truck after telling Rock to go F himself? It is a gift. It is a gift. Judge Judy will let you know.
I think possession is 9 tenths of the law.
I like it, Heenan. I like it.
There you go.
Delay Grad says that's not a hot take, Conrad. AEW doesn't have a writing team that WWE has, so the characters are more authentic versions of wrestlers. Yeah. I didn't mean it that way. I just think WWE fans might be taken aback. Why would you say that, Conrad? And I'm like, no. It makes sense. Shout out to Joe Compton. He also said this is the Break-A-Wish version of Cena. I love it, Joe.
I love it.
Yo, people's misery made me so happy. It was so sad to see. It's just I remember feeling like this in 1996. And I'm like, this is great to see people feeling like this again. Cody's the anti-gatekeeper.
I want to see John Cena come out and tell the world that none of your snot-nosed Punk kids ever meant a darn thing to me. It was all about the money. I never cared about any of you. Oh, I might buy a John Cena t-shirt if he does that.
Yeah. McKinney said WWE got that $5 bill. The curse was totally worth it. Oh, cinema. Stop. I've done good avoiding that word tonight. No other word to use it. 100. Rock nodded first before he did the throat countdown, and I was smiling from ear to ear in my seat. It was tremendous. Meanwhile, Austin's back at his farm with his chickens and cats. Austin does not care. Trust me.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is very content.
This just elevated Cena's legacy, Vinny says.
You know what he did, bro? He separated himself from people like The Ultimate Warrior and people like Ricky Steamboat, guys who never were heel.
Flair said he's going to interrupt Cena from getting 17. Go away.
Yeah, you better keep your butt at home.
Homelander versus Peacemaker and Black Adam. Word up. Yo, yeah, Jesse said that boy slapped the mess out of Cody. Yo,
sure
that
did.
was a punch, bro. That was a snuff.
He sure did. It was out of line too.
Good point here, man. Vinny says that the press conference after the Rumble was the first sign. Him putting himself in the match, Sean. It was there, like you said. Sean, you called this. I went with the Punk route. You called this.
I appreciate that. And like I said, I don't think it's a. I appreciate the love, but I don't think it's like a Brainiac revelation for me, bro. I think that I just saw the writing on the wall. I think this is his farewell tour, and what better way to go out then to probably, in my mind, go heel, and then return to babyface as you walk into the Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna get a little deeper into this in 1 second. Clown says they filled the logic gap in with The Rock doing the countdown with Roman, Cody in ring. Go back and watch. He's throwing up the Cena 3 fingers hand sign. You think they knew, Sean? Do you think this was planned, or do you think this is like a last minute pivot? And this is just you speculating, obviously.
I think John Cena gave WWE the green light probably just before the Royal Rumble.
That he was in.
I do not think that The Rock, Triple H, or anybody else knew back at Bad Blood that John Cena was going to turn heel.
Jocelyn said, I just seen tweets of Cena holding the title with no caption. I thought he won. Not everyone watches and needed context. Well, that's what we're here for. We're trying to provide some for you. He is the number 1 contender, and he is going to Mania. If Cody showed up on Friday night with a knot on his forehead, I wouldn't be surprised. That tie choke was scary. Travis with that sucker punch. Yeah.
See, to me, I look at Travis Scott as like a punk. Like, he took a free shot at Cody. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Right. Jasim said, I feel like this was a good move for Cena because VKM did not want him to turn heel. Now we can see what he does on his own. That is true.
My guy, Derek.
What up, D? Hassan has joined us as well. What's good, Hassan? Salute to the chat. Appreciate you. Jesse's checking in on you. You said you still sick, Sean.
No. I'm not sick, bro. I'm good. I'm just my computer is jacked up, but I'm getting it fixed by Thursday.
Okay. Let me
I
see
appreciate
here.
that, bro.
When is Cody and Seth with torn pec? I was invested fully that. I hated that match, honestly. Like, that one match of the year in the EPW Awards, if you ever go back, that was probably the most upset I was at people for giving that match the match of the year. I was like, no.
Because it didn't deserve it.
Yeah. And Cody shouldn't have been in that ring, in my opinion.
I agree.
But that's just me. The real question is, you see R-Truth, why John? Why? It can't be. It's AI, fam. Truth's trying to sell this. I give it up. I give it up to Truth. Derek's in the house. Man, Derek said he enjoyed the show. I had him watch it yesterday. He gave me his thoughts. Bray Wyatt was right all along about Cena, Deanna says. Very true.
Peace, Bray Wyatt. He knew exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah, man. Yeah, very good. Michael Cole asking why he would need to sell out was gold as Cena's holding up the championship. Reason why he did it. Cole was trying to get it in, man. He was trying to get his sound clip in. Cody's out. So, Sean, this brings us to this when it comes to this.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to ask the question that Wrestling News did here, but how do you feel about this? Like, where does this rank up there with, like, the NWO Hogan one? I saw my good friend Malik, who has the No Name Wrestling podcast, free reference for you guys. How do you feel about this? Like, is this as big as the NWO? Is this like the second biggest heel turn of all time, do you think? Or where do you put this?
It's up there, but it's not Hogan. I mean, I'm no Hogan fan, but Hogan turning and joining the NWO is the greatest heel turn of all time.
Industry changing, I think, for that one.
Yeah, so no. What happened on Saturday night was not on that level, but I'm not going to scoff at it. I'm going to say that John Cena's heel turn on Saturday night was a top 5 and maybe a top 3.
Yeah.
All time. I will give it that. I'm not going to say better than NWO, though.
Listen, I went crazy when it happened. So
it was awesome.
Me and Rob jumped up. We were like, yes, do it. Do it.
It was awesome. And by the way, he's a good heel.
Yeah. People don't remember 03 Cena. Derek knows that was when Derek used to hang out with me in high school. I would put on wrestling after basketball practice or something. He'd be like, come on, dude, really? And I'm like, yeah, John Cena, man, he's the new guy. I'm explaining to him what's going on. Dude, so great. I really enjoyed this, though. And I think you can enjoy both things without the full comparison. I still think NWO was industry changing. We won't know if this is industry changing until later on, though. But very interesting, and I'm happy to see where it goes.
The problem is this. The residuals are only going to last until December. That's the problem.
It's a short heel turn, too. And that makes me wonder this. Is it a fail, Sean, if they turn Cena back before he leaves?
I don't think it's a fail because it's almost predictable. Cena's going to see, quote unquote, see the light before he retires. You can see that from a mile away. There's no way. I love the guts. I love the risk taking that John Cena took to make this heel turn. But for his legacy, which by the way is solidified, he will turn babyface again before he leaves.
Yeah, someone said now we're going to be able to chant John Cena sucks again. Or are people going to cheer for Cena and boo Cody? Like, it makes you wonder. I don't know if they will.
I know what I'm going to
do. Chill. Vinny said Wade Barrett commentating a heel Cena would have had Nexus fans proud. That's a fact, Vinny.
Oh, yes. Yo, Wade Barrett was telling Michael Cole, yo, that's your boy.
That's your guy, right? This your man's right here?
That's your man's right there, right?
Delay Grad said second biggest heel turn. Hogan turning heel carry WCW for the next 2.5 years. That's a fact. I know some of the younger generation probably hate that we're even saying that, but I ain't mad at it.
You got to do your homework, youngins.
Joe Compton says Cena needs a towel that says F the kids. Come on now.
Oh, I would love that.
I would love that. Harsh. I definitely say the second biggest heel turns. It's 100% no Hogan, not Hogan. I think he meant to put.
Okay.
It's this Cena turn 2 behind the NWO, second behind the NWO formation. No one saw Hogan turning heel, dude. Even when Bobby said that stuff, I know someone was like, "Oh, Bobby ruined it." You didn't think that back then.
No,
that was normal language for Bobby Heenan to say that.
He hated Hogan his whole career. He would have said it anytime. He was saying that Hogan was a backstabber years before that.
Mm-hmm. For what he did to Andre.
Yeah.
I was hoping fans were going to start throwing garbage in the ring. Yo, bro. Same. Somewhere Bischoff is smiling. I influenced that. Or he ripped it off from New Japan. You decide, though, James. The low blow was so funny. Yeah, he booted.
Oh, yeah.
Booted those footballs, we'll say, to all the way to the Grey Cup.
Wow.
It was in Canada. I had to make a reference.
Hey,
will Cena wear trunks now? I think so. I think he's got to switch his whole look up. He looked goofy in the dude. I'm gonna say this. This is a Derek reference. He looks like Ernest, bro.
Yo, I agree. I didn't think of that. He does.
Yeah, he's got to switch up the gear, man. But how long can they wait to have Cena do his first promo? Him and Rock are out all the time. This is great for him because when he's out doing movies, Rock could be like, "Yeah, I made that happen for him." Anything new he does, like, I made that happen for him. Look at what he's driving now. And if this takes off, he could ride this out. He could turn heel and say, "I'm not retiring in a year, and I'm going to do this as whenever I feel like it."
Well, my understanding is that his next scheduled appearance is March 17th.
That's a long time, brother. That's
it
2
is.
weeks.
I hope I'm wrong, but I think I read that earlier that his next appearance is March 17th.
Remember what we said about striking when the iron's hot sometimes?
Yes, sir.
Now Cody's just going to be talking by himself in circles?
Yeah. I love you, fans. I know you love me. I love Cena, but Cena doesn't love me.
Cut it out now. This is hatred, Sean. That's hate right there.
Oh, Cody is corny. Why are we not able to admit Cody is corny?
Yeah, Def Rebel is banned from even touching Cena's theme, in my opinion. Do not have them do that. Let me see here. Second is right there for me. It's the time frame for Cena. We only get 9 months of this, but Hogan had a good tier run because of random non-wrestling fans were surprised. Yeah. Dude, I remember there was an old lady who was in the crowd at Nitro who tried to take a swipe at him. I think it was in like MGM Grand. Do you remember this, Sean?
I do.
She tried to punch Hogan after he turned heel, bro. She was mad. It was like this little old lady, and Hogan's laughing in her face.
I remember that was awesome.
I was like, that's great. That is great.
That is legitimate heat, guys.
Is he going to rap before he leaves? Jocelyn said. I don't think he goes back to the rap gimmick. You can't culture vulture this again. This is why I booed Cena, because he turned his back on you. Used G Unit and all that to get to the top. I cheered for you. You get to the top, then you just switched up on us. So I was like, nah, man, I can't rock with that.
I mean, if I were a betting man, I'd say he probably does not return to the Doctor of Economics. It's probably going to be a hybrid of the two.
Cena needs to change his theme to Bad Man. If you listen to the song we used on Instagram today, that was what we used.
Yo, I love it.
Yeah, they could do that. Def Rebel would be the perfect way to hate Cena. What? Can you see me now? Just bad rock music, generic rock music.
You thought you knew me? You never did.
It's the Judgment Day theme.
Unbelievable.
Yo, Matt Lopez said Grandma tried to smack Hogan.
Yes, he
Now,
did.
nobody got time to throw garbage. We were trying to get out of there to beat the traffic. Miracle said that's a fact. He was like, I'm trying to go home.
I feel you on that, bro. I feel you on that.
Fools. I love it. Imagine him wearing the black Air Forces. Vinny said him and Travis Scott stomping people out in the black Air Forces would be crazy.
Yo, he needs to rock a hoodie.
I think if you wanted to, you could.
Yes, sir.
I think you could. And I'm sorry, I'm taking down timestamps for us here. Let's get into, I guess we could talk this Mania thing real quick that I found. So these are the matches I predict going from the top. Sean, I don't know if you want to run down these and just tell me like quick 3-second thoughts on these matches here.
Oh, let's do it.
All right, I'll go left side. You get the right side.
Okay.
Cody Cena. We know it's happening. I'm cool with this for right now. Like I think they've got me interested in it now.
Done deal.
Triple threat. I know you don't like this. Roman, Seth, and Punk.
Yeah, I'm not. I think there's a better way to do this, but that's what's probably going to happen.
You got Tiffany and Charlotte. Like that's it. They're doing it.
Obvious, done deal.
Owens, Randy. Seems like it's set in stone.
Yes, sir.
Naomi, Jade, 1-on-1.
Lock it in.
Logan Paul and AJ Styles.
I'm on the fence because that could be Braun Breaker.
It could be. That's the match where I said, like, here's an Intercontinental match. Braun Breaker defends against Pete Dunne, Sheamus, Penta, Finn, and Ludwig Kaiser in some type of match.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to say, I mean, you're probably right, but I would like it to be a one-on-one or a triple threat.
Or you could have Penta go with Ray to go up against the New Day.
Right.
After New Day takes everyone out.
Yeah.
And then we're on your side.
So, obviously, Jey Uso will be challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship. The writing is on the wall as it relates to Solo and Fatu. How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with it. I think that it's probably the route they're going to go. I'm just waiting for the, I hate you, Solo, and then you get the look and then the beat down.
Well, that would be awesome. I love the next match possibility. The triple threat, Bianca, Rhea, and Io. I think tonight we have some chicanery. I think it's going to be a smart finish.
Jade
Okay.
could come out looking for Bianca and ruin the match, and it was never meant to ruin it for anyone, but Io's like, I got robbed again. Right.
So I agree with you. So there's going to be some kind of chicanery that's going to lead to Io being in the mix, and then we're going to have a triple threat, which I think would be fantastic. The writing on the wall is obviously there for Drew and Damian Priest. I mean, is it WrestleMania worthy? I guess. I mean, they both deserve to be on the card, so why not match them up with each other?
And they're going to play off the history from last year.
Yes. I love the rise of Roxanne Perez. And not only do I think it's going to be Bayley versus Roxanne Perez, I think Roxanne's going to win.
Me too.
The Women's Tag Team Championship. Yeah.
It's sorry for people who can't see it. It's Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. So Alexa basically joins the Wyatt Six in the build up here, and we get this match. I think it's the best way to go.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't love it, but I like it because Alexa Bliss definitely should be on the card, and what better way to get Nikki back in the mix?
And Liv cheated to eliminate Alexa Bliss, as she was the second or third last person out in the chamber match. She used Bianca's hair to cheat. So there we go.
Touche. And to me, the most obvious match of them all, the tag team title match has been kind of teased for months now. So, obviously the Profits, obviously DIY, Grayson Waller, and Austin Theory should finally break up. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with it, and the Profits should win. I mean, the Profits should have been champions a long time ago anyway.
I agree. And then, like I said, your other outliers might be Sami Zayn. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty Deadly would be in there. They have people in these matches.
You're right. The Profits should win that match. But you're right. There's a big question mark as it relates to Sami Zayn.
And who do you give the Raw tag titles to right now, too? It's like, I see the War Raiders, but...
Yeah, WrestleMania worthy? I don't know.
Yeah, but New Day should probably be the champs, but it looks like they're teasing the Creed brothers.
Yes, that's the match for tonight.
Yeah, and then you still got the stuff with Chad Gable. There's a lot of stuff happening here, so...
Right.
Let's look into it, man. I'm kicking it back here to the chat. I'm going to put that all under the Cena segment if anyone's asking, but I just want to see what they're saying. I wanted Braun Breaker, AJ Styles. That still could be the match, too, for the record. Someone said, tell Sean to do the Roman Open.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. That's all I got.
It is now 8:32. He's just getting in the ring with Paul Heyman. Cena better thank hip hop in his opening lines of his Hall of Fame speech. He better. Braun Breaker, Roman deserves better than this.
Yo, the triple threat is bogus to me, bro. I see it coming and I hate it.
Bro, they're trying to satisfy all of them, though, because they know that they should probably be mad. Like, Roman's, like, giving up the main event spot for once. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to break that record.
CM Punk's favor?
That could always come into play later, too. I don't know. Like, I told you, I thought it would play into Mania, but now the more I'm looking at it, I don't think it does.
It doesn't. I don't see it either.
I feel like they're saving that for if something's like not going the way that they want it to.
Exactly.
Cactus agrees with you. Profits are long overdue. SmackDown should have had a chamber match. I think Jacob Solo is going to happen, but when it's happening at WrestleMania, the breakup's going to happen on SmackDown. Yeah. And I love how we forgot that Solo attacked Cody all of a sudden. Like, that's just retcon. Like, it's over.
What are you talking about? That never happened.
Right. Here come the men in black. Let's all take a moment to realize that everyone won't get a match at Mania. That's true.
Wow.
That's true.
Good point.
Joe Compton, $5 super chat. Thank you, brother Joe. He says, make the IC championship scramble the tag match a ladder match. Yeah.
Yo, I love it.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to do that. Triple H ain't booking that many for Mania, like 6 a night, maybe. Wasn't that 6?
Yes.
Yeah, it was 6. So I don't know if, like I said, maybe Sammy and Karrion Kross ain't happening. Yeah.
Yo, I mean, I don't think that's Mania worthy, but I'm not. Like I said, I don't want to take no food off of nobody's table.
Jocelyn says, do you think anyone from TNA will get a pre-show match? I'm gonna say no. I think you might see Joe Hendry pop up, but
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I love it, man. CM Punk is a loser that needs Roman Reigns to main event WrestleMania. Come on now, Vinny.
Wow.
Come on.
Shots fired, Conrad.
Shots fired. Moving quickly into this. I want to just promote this because I like MLP. So it's going to be on Triller TV if you guys want to watch, man. They got a 2-night event March 14th and 15th in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, in my Landstorm voice, at St. Clair College if you guys wanted to go. But Maple Leaf Pro is back. Dude, they have one of the best wrestlers in Noah. Kiyomiya taking on Sheldon Jean. I've heard great things about Sheldon Jean. I haven't seen enough of the work to do.
5-star potential.
Yeah, this is for night 1. So this is going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to this. I've already got it ordered. You guys should go do the same on Triller TV. I think that's going to be great. We also have another match for the NWA Championship. Tom Latimer, the current NWA champion, will be defending against the Nomad, Bishop Dyer. I like that name, too, for Baron Corbin. Very smooth. That is going to be on night 1 as well for this 2-night event. I'm looking forward to this. This is Scott D'Amore running this promotion. I like it.
Nice thing. I mean, I really like it.
So I just wanted to put that out there and promote that. Also, Sean Ross Sapp has let it be known. Sean, I'm going to let you read this, man.
Let's do it. Sean Ross Sapp. Ray Phoenix is officially a free agent and is expected to be heading to WWE. FightfulSelect.com has learned there are already wheels in motion for the merchandise for him there. Full story for subscribe. Yo, not surprising, but, it's about time. I mean, I guess, Tony Khan was like, all right, I've had enough fighting for today.
He was like, you know what? Just get out of here.
Life is too short. Just go.
Yeah, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, man. At this point, like,
But does he team with Penta or
he's about to get that WrestleMania moment. Like, yeah, nah, you thought you were about to be in a singles match? Come up out of there, bro. Tag your brother in.
I think they're gonna tag him up too. I agree.
Yeah. And the tag division could use it. Listen, I'm happy for them. Like, the Lucha Bros needed a change of scenery, and I hope they have a change of heart one day for like what happened with it, what it's gonna be. Like, we're all there with it, man. What's with the new hardcore title that Travis is walking around with? Is it a new title? So Travis Scott refers to himself as Cactus Jack in some of his raps, and they just made like a newer version of the hardcore title, and
he looks
selling it. Let me see here. Doug said Windsor, Canada. You mean South Detroit? Motor City. Yeah. If it's not 80% storytelling and 10% wrestling, I ain't watching. I need that cinema. Come on now.
I don't like cinema, but I understand what you're saying.
Nah, but I need good wrestling too. Because if you put Khali out there, you're telling great stories. No, ain't nobody gonna care about that.
There's no great story with Khali though.
But why? Because he can't do anything that's going to compel you in the ring. You know what I mean? What if you had a manager talking for him and it was like, it's a great story.
Now, let me ask you this. Was the storyline between Giant Gonzalez and Undertaker good? Think about it before you answer. Give yourself 10 seconds to think. I'm going to repeat the question. 1993, not the match at WrestleMania, not the match at SummerSlam. Was the storyline between Giant Gonzalez and the
refresh me on it for a second because I can't think of how it started.
Yokozuna and Undertaker were the only two guys outside of Macho Man maybe that could have won that Royal Rumble. Undertaker was running through everybody. Giant Gonzalez, who was not a participant in the match, came down with Harvey Wippleman, who was getting revenge for what the Undertaker did to Kamala at the Survivor Series. Giant Gonzalez beat the crap out of the Undertaker, which led to a couple of months of them going back and forth. Undertaker getting attacked backstage. Undertaker kind of like the Giant Gonzalez was getting the best of him. And it led to intriguing television that led to a WrestleMania match that was awful. But again, was the storyline pretty good?
That's my exact point to it. Yeah. Like, okay, it was decent, but you knew the competitors.
But here's what I'm saying, brother. What I'm saying to you is Khali could have done the same thing, and it would have been trash. Khali wouldn't have been able to deliver the way Giant Gonzalez did.
But why is Undertaker so revered then?
Well, because the Undertaker would take L's against people he had no business.
I think it's the character. People fell in love with the character.
Well, but also as a man, the Undertaker was okay getting beat up by Giant Gonzalez, even though he knew it made no sense because he wanted what was best for the business.
Well, and it had to sell the match. He had to make the comeback. He was going to get the dub in the end.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They are so going to put the Lucha Bros together in WWE. Yeah.
100%.
Let me see here. I'm sorry to hear that, MJB.
Wow.
Good luck finding that. Look at you making bloodline puns. Are you going to start wearing the shirt? And I saw your Island of Irrelevancy comment. We're not going to start that whole Ray Phoenix got treated badly, like with who else just left recently, and it was Ricky Starks. Ricky Saints was treated so badly in AEW. Cut it out.
No, he wasn't.
I'm not feeding into that mess either, like with any of that. Yeah, good luck with that. Let's get into Revolution real quick here. So we got AEW Revolution happening. We got Dynasty. They do have a bundle pack on Triller TV. I think it's pretty good. And you also get Revolution 2024 for free if you didn't pay for it last year or you wanted to see it. You get Sting's retirement. So make sure you guys check out that bundle pack if that's something that interests you, if you plan on getting both pay-per-views. Let's run through this card, shall we, Sean?
Let's do it, brother.
We've got the 0 hour match that was announced on Saturday. Orange Cassidy, Big Boom AJ, and Mark Briscoe taking on Johnny TV in the MXM collection. I think this is the perfect placement for this match. You get Big Boom AJ on your screen, but he's also not in a match that's like on the pay-per-view. He's in a pre-show match. He gets people hyped up. You got Orange Cassidy who's there and Mark Briscoe who will both help carry the match with them. And then you also have 3 talented heels who are going to just be heels throughout. And to me, it just works. I get why they did this.
I agree with your assessment, and I think Team Orange wins.
Yeah, baby faces are clearly going to win that. We also have a match here with Mercedes Moné taking on Momo Watanabe, and they are going to be battling for the TBS Championship. Going back to Wrestle Dynasty, Momo won a number one contendership. She could challenge for any belt in any of the 4 promotions involved in that match, and she picked Mercedes Championship. So, yeah.
I want to tell you something, bro. Had she not picked the TBS Championship, I would have thought that Mercedes might lose her first match. But because she chose the TBS Championship, Mercedes will be victorious. Does that make any sense?
Wait, say that one more time?
Because she was able to pick whatever belt she wanted, right? She was able to pick whatever belt she wanted to challenge for.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what I'm saying is, I think that if she decided to challenge for the British Commonwealth Championship or the New Japan Strong Championship, there may have been a chance that Mercedes might have went down. But the fact that she's challenging for the TBS Championship, I think Mercedes will be victorious.
I don't think anyone predicted Momo to win that 4-way either, though.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter, bro. What matters is that she's going to be looking face-to-face at an unstoppable Mercedes Moné. As a matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. Mercedes might end up being the forever TBS champion. Who's going to beat her?
I think they have someone in mind. I don't think she'll make it all the way to. Well, she might make it to All In. If I'm seeing shades of her and Athena feuding now, like over the Billy Starks thing, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Are they going to put all the belts on the line with them too? And then she's going to be like, well, there's only one. If she wins that, then it's like, well, there's only one thing left for me to do now.
Well, you know how I felt about Jade losing that title to Chris Statlander. If you're going to do this, you got to do it right, bro. So
yeah. Momo's not winning this though. Mercedes.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it, bro. Exactly.
And I also think that the titles she could challenge for were AEW titles. Who else was in it? AEW Stardom, CMLL. So yeah, I don't think she could challenge for the Red Pro.
Yeah, exactly.
So absolutely, we're there with that. In a shocking upset from Dynamite last week, the Outrunners defeated the Murder Machines, and they became the number one contenders for the tag titles. I usually don't like distraction finishes, but this one was quick and to the point. Outrunners get the win like MVP. They told MVP they would, and they're like, we want the tag title shot, and MVP said, I'm a man of my word. You can have it. I think they're going to get destroyed, but the Outrunners are here. They're in a big spot.
I love the Hurt Syndicate. But I have 2 words for you, bro.
What?
And new.
Really? You think they're going to do that?
I think it's going to be a massive, massive surprise.
Really? I'm going with the Hurt Syndicate still, but I like what you're saying.
That is, your pick about the Hurt Syndicate is what a smart man would do. So I admit I'm going out on a limb with this one, but I got a feeling that something special might happen.
Yeah. Get out of here with this. I know he's not serious.
Wow.
Said he fed him scraps off the floor.
Wow.
That's in regards to Ricky and Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I agree, Sean. Momo should have chosen the New Japan Strong title or any other belt other than the TBS, but Monet for the win.
Exactly. Her picking the TBS championship to me sealed her fate.
And
by the way, sealed the fate of the fans who are looking for a possible upset. Like, I would have loved to see it for the New Japan Strong Championship or the British Commonwealth Championship, because I would have thought to myself, maybe this is the time where, even though she won't lose the TBS belt, maybe it's the time that Mercedes will get knocked down a peg.
Yeah. I just think that you couldn't do that. We're going to have a title match on the show. It's for the New Japan Strong Championship. I don't know if people would have bought into it. For fans who are like fans of Mercedes, like, oh no, put the TBS title. I get it. And Tony probably wants his belt front and center on the show. He's paid. I get it. But it's going to be a fun match, I think, at the end of the day. To me, that's not even the marquee women's match for this show.
Agreed.
I don't even have a graphic for this one just yet, but on Wednesday, me and Derek will be doing a review. Join us at 10:15 after Dynamite, and there's going to be a contract signing with Swerve and Ricochet. Number one contendership is now added to this match, Sean. Swerve and Ricochet, winner becomes the world heavyweight title number one contender. So
We talked about this last week. I said, and you agreed with this because I was kind of being nasty about it, but I kind of reeled it back in, and I said that Ricochet was proving his worth. He is not world championship material. Swerve wins.
It might be Swerve's house time, but I'm looking forward to that match. I think it's a real proving match for both, just to show like where are you at right now.
Pick me a winner.
Huh?
Pick me a winner.
For that one, I'm gonna go with Swerve. My money's on Swerve for right now.
There you go. Smart man.
To me, that's the best way to rock with that one. But I think it's going to be a fantastic match. And I love that Nana added that kind of like doubt to it too. Like, I need you to get that robe back for me. Like, you don't know what it means to me. And I need you to get your head on straight. Like, we need to be going for the world title. That was what Nana was telling him even before all of this.
What if Nana and
Ricochet wind up?
And Ricochet are together.
Could be. That's what I like, that little wrinkle to it. So now you're looking at it like, is he? Won't he? And even if he doesn't, it's like, wow, that was the perfect story too.
Yep.
So it works.
Give us the book.
We also have Konosuke Takeshita and Kenny Omega going up at it for the International Championship. This match is going to be a certified banger, bro. Yeah. I think this is where Kenny takes the championship, because Kenny cut a promo where he did the whole, if I can't win this title, do I deserve to be a singles champion? Maybe I don't deserve to challenge for him anymore. I don't know if they're going to attach that stipulation to it, but to me, it's a foregone conclusion. Konosuke has had a great run. Kenny is the guy he has beaten twice, and Kenny is doubting himself. Kenny needs this win, and Kenny needs that title so he can get to that match with Okada.
2 words. And new.
I think unification happens here.
There you go.
We got another one here, Sean. Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher in a steel cage match. This feud has been heating up for a while since Fletcher has basically shown his worth, and he's a singles wrestler. Yes, Aussie Open is woo. I think we end this feud with I don't know who needs to win here more.
Well, I think the better man ends up winning. I think Will Ospreay is going to be victorious, but I think it's going to be one heck of a fight. I think the steel cage element adds a lot of intrigue. I think we're going to see some amazing spots. And I love the possibilities, but I think that Kyle Fletcher will just come up a little bit short.
Interesting. People saying Omega's winning it. Delay Grass says Swerve has to win. Would love to see him go back. Yep. Prince Nana turns on Swerve and joins Ricochet. Miracle saying
that is a possibility.
Omega over Takeshita to lead to Okada. Ospreay Fletcher is going to be nuts. I agree. Cage match alone is worth the pay-per-view buy. Ospreay, it's a confidence thing. Yeah. I mean, they got to be getting ready to try to get him back into that world title mix, but I love that he's taking his time with the matches that he's getting into, and he's making them mean something. But if Kyle Fletcher gets the win here too, I don't think it hurts him too much.
It doesn't, but what I'm looking at is the long picture, the big picture, and that is that eventually Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega will cross paths once again. Absolutely.
That's definitely got to be one of their big matches. We got another one set up too, the Hollywood ending match. It sounds like it's going to be a street fight. Pinfalls can happen anywhere. Pinfalls count anywhere. No DQs, no countouts. Timeless Toni Storm versus Mariah May. I like this. I think they should pay tribute to the Hollywood Backlot Brawl since they're going to be in LA a little bit here.
Yeah, I like that. I like that too. I don't see any conceivable way that Mariah May wins the title back just because Toni Storm needs to keep it. Mariah May has had a wonderful run. I think she will have another one in the future, but it will not start again on March 9th.
It goes back to what we were saying too earlier. If you go with that whole Mercedes and Athena go at it, maybe Mercedes dethrones Athena. What if she says, I'll put all the titles on the line for a shot at that, Toni Storm, at All In?
If you remember, my brother, I told you that I think that she's going to be the forever TBS champion. I think that she's going to go title for title, or to use your words, titles for title. And I think she's going to win that title. And I think that champion, that's part of my end of the year predictions, by the way, Conrad. I believe that Mercedes will continue to maintain and retain the TBS championship until she wins the world championship, and then she will relinquish the TBS championship. That is my prediction. If you go to hwweekly.com, you'll see myself and Conrad's predictions for 2025, and that is one of mine.
So Danielson's retired. We don't know, pending MJB. That's kind of a storyline up in the air thing. I think he'll be back part-time though.
I think the word would be semi.
Yeah. I'm taking Timeless Tony Storm for the win here too. I think they're gonna have to have some brutal ending. I could see it being a pile driver through a windshield or something.
There you go.
On maybe like a gold Cadillac. I don't know what they're gonna do here, but this one should be brutal. I've seen people suggest that maybe this should end the show. I don't see them doing that here, but yeah. I really like that this match should be the focus of the women's division for this show.
I love how this match ended, the Australia show, but not Revolution.
Yeah, not here, I don't think. And this is probably going to be what ends the show. But this has kind of picked up a little steam for me. I'm not as mad at it as I was like 4 weeks ago. You got the Rated R superstar, Cope, and Jon Moxley for the championship here. I think things could get real physical. I think they could have themselves didn't Copeland say he wanted to have like a old school NWA style match? When I hear that, I think of like Barry Windham versus Muta, like that 40-minute, like we're going to just slug it out and you can definitely get into the deep end of things. You know what I'm talking about, Sean. It's that NWA feel, like Flair's in there. It's the usual spots, but Flair's bleeding out. It's a 60-minute time limit and we're in the minute 40. Here we go. It's about to ramp up now. I do.
And I'm cool with that. However, my thing is I'm not thrilled about Cope. Does he still put on a good show? Yes. I'm still up in the air about the Death Riders storyline. This is a match. I hate to say it, Conrad. You're going to hate me for this one. This is a match that needs some sauce, bro. This is a match that needs some sauce.
I like that he's at least taking out people, so that's going to make you think like something's going to happen here. I feel like there's going to be some chicanery with this, like you say. It's either going to be like Jack Perry joins the Death Riders, maybe.
Right. Something, like I said, you need some sauce, bro.
Yeah, something's going to happen in this. I just don't know what. And you still have the Christian thing looming around with the contract. Does he take part in this? Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he has nothing to do with this. But
right.
It's interesting. Delay Gratz comes in with a hot take. It says Revolution will have the best matches of any pay-per-view in March and April.
Whoa. I hear
that. Who do you got winning this? What do you think's the move here, Sean?
The move is either one of them, but it's going to be Moxley.
Would you go with Christian? BJ saying Christian's cashing in.
Oh, well, Christian cashing in would be the best out of all the possibilities, yeah.
Yeah.
But if Christian doesn't cash in, it's going to be Moxley.
Someone say maybe Josh Alexander or Speedball interferes. I don't think they would do that. Like, I think Speedball's going to come in with like a little pomp and circumstance. I don't know about Josh Alexander either. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think that's the running we're looking for. I think a Christian cash-in would be awesome, but I have my doubts about whether or not it will happen.
Yeah, I don't know if they do that here just yet. And yeah, swerving the Death Riders would probably be another way to go to preserve Moxley, because now all of his friends are taken out. And on Dynamite, it's going to be Cope and Yuta going up against each other, because I think he's the only one left.
There you go.
So, interesting. People are saying Mox wins. I'll go with Moxley retaining here.
Yeah, bro. I'm with you. Mox retains.
We got Raw happening here in about, 8 minutes. I don't have all the matches. I know Punk's going to be there. There's a lot of talking segments. Gunther, I'm sure Jey Uso will be in the house tonight. And, as things are going up along over here, we're going to be getting Sean's Jey Uso thoughts. I feel like they've kind of put that match on the back burner, and I think we need to heat that up tonight again.
I mean, I'm cool with it because Elimination Chamber was not about Jey Uso or Gunther, but you're right. Tonight, we should reignite that flame a little bit.
Yeah. Someone said Boo Cope. Maybe Christian comes out, and before he can sign the contract, Jay White jumps him and signs his name on it and beats Edge to finally set up a lane for MJF. Could be. MJF and Hangman, too. That's another match on this card I forgot to bring up.
That's going to be a banger.
Yeah, you could go either way with that one. I'm taking Hangman for the win on that.
We're agreeing a lot, bro. I agree with you. I think Hangman is on a tear right now, and I think it's going to continue.
They had Derek even agreeing with it. Tonight's main focus here, though, for Raw is going to be for that Women's World Heavyweight Championship match. Even though we've kind of given you what we think is going to happen, I think it's Jade's going to come out, interfere, and then it's going to be a schmaz like Io got robbed again of her championship match that she earned.
I don't know if it's going to be Jade that comes out. I like that idea, but one way or another, it will be a schmaz. It will be an undecided finish, and it will lead to a triple threat at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think so too. Other than that, I think we're good on everything. We'll get the people out of here with 5 minutes left on time.
I think tonight was a great show. I want to thank everybody for bearing with us as I had some technical difficulties, but we definitely had a good time. Make sure you check out Conrad and Derek every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. as they bring you on the Everything Pro Wrestling channel the best AEW review anywhere on YouTube. Make sure you check them out. Make sure you check out some upcoming editions of Hubbardonomics. I have WrestleMania Hubbardonomics coming up on the night before WrestleMania Night 1, just before WrestleMania SmackDown. So that's going to be some fun stuff with a special guest as well. So make sure you mark your calendar for that. WrestleMania season's in full swing. And I also want to say, All In season is in full swing because, you're going to blink your eyes. It's going to be July before you know it. And we're going to be in Texas talking about, 70,000 people. So let's talk about a little bit more AEW as well as WrestleMania and WWE. But obviously, y'all know where I'm at when it comes to Jey Uso. I am the founder and proprietor of the Jey Uso bandwagon. I'm really excited to see that gentleman win his world championship. I'm going on record. I don't care if he loses it the next day. I just want that to be on his resume because he deserves it. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and a Seth Rollins triple threat, to me, is one of the worst ideas that they could possibly come up with. But I think that is where they're going to go. I'm still holding out hope that possibly CM Punk cashes in his favor and makes the world title match a triple threat, which I think would be far better. But I have my doubts. But anyway, let's continue to take the ride. Let's continue to enjoy professional wrestling. And you guys, make sure you continue to check us out each and every Monday night at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time for Everything Pro Wrestling. And Hubbard Wrestling Weekly presents Clash of the Podcast. On behalf of my good friend and tag team partner, Conrad Cushman, my name is Sean Hubbard. I will see you guys face to face live in living color next week. But in the meantime, God bless, be encouraged, evil never prevails. Until next time, too sweet.